Well, it's that time of year when we're asked to dig a little deeper for those less fortunate than ourselves. The Kids in Care appeal, supported by ABC Local Radio, is asking people to donate presents for children in foster or residential care. Today, I spent some time with one foster family. Legally, we're not allowed to identify children in foster care, but we can tell you this 12-year-old boy has found a loving home with Anthony Gillespie and Michael James.
He calls me Dad, he calls Anthony Daddy.
He's been living with them for 3 years. It hasn't always been easy.
He had really high behavioural issues. You know, he'd been through a lot. A lot of children in care have been through so much.
But after a rocky start to his young life, he's now thriving.
He passed his first report card ever in the middle of the year, which is fantastic. So he went from all Ds to Cs and Bs.
He loves playing pool, music and Christmas time, but not all kids in care have happy memories of Christmases past.
Things like domestic violence and drug and alcohol were such a factor that mum and or dad might have been drunk or been high.
Brian Smith has looked after more than 100 children over 2 decades. Some stay for a few days, some for years.
It has its highs and its lows.
Foster carers receive an allowance of around $450 a fortnight. They tell me that's about enough to cover costs. So the Kids in Care appeal isn't so much about easing the financial burden of Christmas. It's more about the important message that it sends to the children, that the community cares about them.
This has an enormous effect on children's self-esteem.
I think it gives them a sense of hope.
Gifts can be dropped off at ABC stations, ABC shops or child safety offices until Friday.